Ballycahill. Dennis Kelly is alongside me here this evening, and we're looking out on a pristine pitch here in Semple Stadium in Thurles, and we're also being streamed live via the Tip GAA website, and Dennis is alongside me here. It's been some weekend of hurling, Dennis.
It's been unbelievable, Stephen. It's been great to have it back. Just people all over the place are, getting to TV screens, listening to Tip FM, and it's just unreal. We didn't think we'd have it, I suppose, a few months ago. So it's just brilliant. It's unreal here to be in Semple Stadium, and you look around. There's very few spectators or anything like that. It's very unusual, but look, we're delighted to still be here and be getting to have a look at the matches.
Yeah, we're looking out at the field here. Pa Burke was there earlier alongside Dave Hanley, and they have this pitch in fantastic condition, considering there was another game here earlier as well.
Yeah, it's in unbelievable condition. It's as good as I've seen it for a long time. So there's no excuses this evening, and it doesn't seem to be they're throwing grass in the air. There doesn't seem to be much of a wind or anything here. So it's ready for both teams, and look at it, there'll be no excuses.
Yeah, so we're watching Nenagh warm up below us. Down to our right, Holycross over to our left then at the Killinan end there, and they're just going through their respective warm-up routines. I suppose on paper, Dennis, Nenagh are going to be the favourites here this evening, but Holycross put up a good showing last year in the Eire Cup final against JK Brackens, nearly won that one, and we saw last night that Brackens put in a fantastic performance against Killidangan to get a draw. So really, Holycross can come at this and beat probably their more experienced opponents.
Yeah, look, it'll be a big ask because Nenagh have been around the block, and this team, a lot of them, they're very experienced. And look, if you look back to last year's championship, they were only a puck of a ball or two away from beating Killidangan in the semi-final. As you say, Jacob Brackens had a great result last night. They really fought tooth and nail and got the draw, and were unlucky maybe not to get the win. So I think that'll be a big shot in the arm for Holycross going into this match. They'll see that you can come up from Seamus O'Reen and you can really compete at the top level.
Yeah, and they have a lot of players there doing well at under 21 the last couple of years. I saw them last year against Thurles Sarsfields at under 21 level, and a lot of the guys playing were involved and did very well, and there's no doubt they're going to equip themselves well.
Yeah, there's actually, just as you say that, there was talk that Brian O'Meara was carrying a hamstring injury. I didn't hear yet if he's starting or not, but the likes of himself, Dara Woods, Philip Fogarty, their full back, Jimmy Ryan Hanna, they're all very strong players, and then you throw in Cathal Barrett into the mix, so they have a real strong young team, and Jack Scahan up at 14, he's a good underage player for Tip as well. So look, they have lots of options and a few off the bench as well. So, and Semple Stadium might suit them.
So just to go through the starting teams for this evening's game then, starting with Holycross Ballycahill on the programme here. Denny Ferncombe is the goalkeeper. The full back line is Gavin Dunn, Philip Fogarty and Jimmy Ryan. Then the wing back is Michael Doyle, centre back Brian O'Meara, and the other wing back is Conor Ryan. The midfield pairing this evening is Cathal Barrett and Jack Ryan. The half forward line then, Jamie Woods captains the team at 10, Pádraig Russell is at 11, and Shane Ryan is the other wing forward. And the starting full forward line is Dara Woods, Jack Scahan and Luke O'Meara. The subs then, Owen Burke, Aidan Staklam, Owen Morris, Rémi Nally, Stephen Ryan, Pa O'Dwyer, Éanna Ryan, Kieran O'Dwyer and Frank Hanifin. And to go through the Nenagh panel and the starting team, Mark Tuches in goals, Adam Grattan, Hugh Maloney and Conor McCarthy are the full back line. The half back line then, Conor Ryan is at 5, Barry Heffernan at 6 and Dara Quinn at the other wing back position. The midfield pairing then, Conor Hennessy and Killian Gleeson. The half forward line, Michael Heffernan, Tommy Heffernan and Pierce Morris. 13 is Philip Hickey, full forward is Paddy Murphy, and Jake Morris completes the starting Nenagh team on paper. The subs then, Shane Hennessy in goals is the sub keeper, James Mackey, Adam Healy, Mark O'Farrell, Adam Carey, Donncha Quinn, Sean Phelan, Sean Geaney and Dara Walsh completes the 24 there. And Nenagh have a lot of experience, Dennis. Just looking at it there, you have the Heffernans, 3 Heffernans there and that, and Jake Morris as well. He's going to love Semple Stadium.
Oh, he is, yeah. He had scored a great goal here against Cork back under 20, was it last year? So you up the spine, you have Hugh Maloney, Barry Heffernan at 6, Tommy Heffernan at 11, and Paddy Murphy, who has played a lot of hurling. He's a lot of hurling under his belt as well. And then Mikey Heffernan, he usually comes alive when he comes to Semple Stadium as well, so he'll be one to watch.
we've seen him here in numerous county finals. They're able to win the semi-finals, get to the final, and they've done very well. You know, they're a consistent team really, and they always start the championship well.
They do. They look at over the last since '93. I was just looking back at it. They've contested seven county finals and just winning one. So that was back in '95. So they're thereabouts for a long time. And you know, they'll be hoping if they can get the mix right that they might be able to get over the line. They won't be far away this year if they can get a good win here tonight.
And to go through that Holycross team and just have a look at it, Brian O'Mara at centre back, huge for them, very influential. Cathal Barrett, do you think he'll stay at 8, or could you see him roving, or how will that work for them?
Yeah, well, it's hard to know. They find it hard to see where they can get the best out of him. Look at he'll be very influential maybe around the middle of the field, and if he's not picked up he could do serious damage. He's always able to take a score, so it'll be interesting to see how that fares out. Brian O'Mara seems to be okay there anyway, and he's fit to start anyway.
And up top, Dara Woods, Jack Scahan, Luke O'Mara. It's a formidable full forward line there. We know what Dara Woods can do, and Jack Scahan in particular.
Yeah, both of them have played underage, and you have Luke O'Mara as well, a brother of Brian's. He's a very stylish left-hander, and he's well able to take a score as well. They love the spaces of Semple Stadium here, and if they get the right ball in, they could do damage.
And just looking around, Dennis, we're at the 200 limit over at the far stand there, the Rhine stand. There's people there, but you'd imagine you could nearly have the terrace with 200 and the other terrace with 200.
Yeah, definitely. Look at there's a lot of people at home that could be sitting out here, and they could be very safe, you know. But look, that's the way it is. Hopefully in the next few weeks that'll be maybe altered a little bit, but it's a pity because the people beyond at the far side in the new stand, they're lonely looking over there, you know, on their own.
Yeah, so we're used to big crowds, but we've got the best pitch in Ireland here in front of us at the moment. Nenagh just going through their warm-up routines down there at the moment, and like their manager this year is John Brennan, you know, a teacher there in Nenagh as well, and he's a lot of experience, played in the backs for them for maybe 10-15 years, and in as manager now this year alongside Noel Maloney.
Yeah, John has been a stalwart for Nenagh there, and he's teaching just over the road there in Gormskull. We're in Thurles here actually, so I know him very well. He's a serious hurling man.
And we're going to pause here for the Aran Naveen. And we're ready to go here for Holycross, Ballycahill and Nenagh, Eire, Óg. Do you see any other late changes there, Dennis?
No, James Mackey looks like he's entering the fray there, number 19. He's going in around the middle of the field, so it's I think I see Killian Gleeson, so it must be Conor Hennessy was down to start in the middle of the field. I don't see him there yet.
He's given way there, and we're ready to go here, and we're underway as Sean Lonergan throws in the ball, and straight away it's Nenagh in possession. A long ball sent in there in an angled ball into the corner forwards inside. Jake Morris goes for this one, knocked out there as far as Michael Heffernan. Heffernan here with this shot just takes a deflection and drops nicely for the goalkeeper in there, Denny Farncombe. Loads of time and room out now as far as the 21, drives it long down the field all the way up here to his half forwards. Bouncing ball in there, bounces out past Michael Dial there, and Nenagh gather possession again straight through to Michael Heffernan. Heffernan with lovely lay off there, back out as far as Conor Ryan coming through solo, and on the 65 here lays this ball in, and it's straight through now to Mackey. Mackey coming in the middle now. Mackey with the first shot of the game here, sends it in, sends it high and over the bar into the town end. The first score of the day is for Nenagh.
Yeah, lovely score from James Mackey there. He's a nice little hurler, slight, but he's a great man to get around the pitch. He started in the middle of the field.
So puck out taken over the far side of the field over at the Rhine stand, and this one is won by Holycross out there. Cathal Barrett sends it in, crossfield ball, nice one now bouncing over at the Killinen end, but Nenagh secure possession there, and it's sent out the field now, out as far as Morris here in the middle, and Michael Heffernan is there, and the ball just breaks out in front of Shane Ryan, tries to keep it in there, and it is going to be a Holycross ball here, as this one is about to be cut in by Dara Woods there, who will take this one, and Holycross looking to get going here in this game, just inside the 45, perhaps a metre and a half or two there in at the Canaan stand side here, the old stand, as he prepares to cut this one through the middle here. Having a look now, sends it in all the way in. It's curling nicely. Oh, what a fantastic score, straight over the bar from the sideline. That was sweet.
What a beauty. Yeah, it curled there from left to right and straight over the bar. The beauty from Dara.
So we're ready to go again here now, and it is the keeper sends it along down the field. It's Nenagh with the puck out, straight down on top of Paddy Murphy, trying to win the ball over the far side of the field. Cathal Barrett in there, industrious as ever, trying to nick that ball back. It's knocked out now, out to Tommy Heffernan. Heffernan coming through now, holding on to possession on the 45 now, over his shoulder, over his left shoulder, sends this one in high and long, but it tails out to the right of the post and has gone out wide. So it's still a point apiece here after 2 minutes of action in Simple Stadium in this championship game here this evening. Long puck out the field now, breaking in the middle of the field, and this one is being fought for over there by Shane Ryan and Pierce Morris over there, as the ball is just knocked along the ground, and it is Holycross who come clear with it now. Sent in, angled ball in on top of their full forward line in there. Battling hard is Jack Scahan inside there, as the ball just skids off him there and away and out to Dara Quinn to gather it and work it out the field for Nenagh, as this ball just breaks down on the 45. Holycross forwards putting savage pressure on the Nenagh backs, but they respond well there and come out and work that ball out into the middle of the field here. It's Nenagh on the attack here with this one, sent in long now, straight in on top of the full forward line, and this one just breaking now in front of Philip Hickey. Gathers that ball and turns, and away he goes, and Jack Ride is forced to commit the foul and bring him down. It's free in just outside the 21 on the old stand side for Nenagh here, and a chance for them to edge back in front.
Yeah, smart play from Nenagh there, and Dara Quinn there, he seems to be centre back, wing back for Nenagh. He started like a train, he's really mopping up. Just to note here in front of us, Brian O'Meara is picking up Mikey Heffernan, so I suppose Holycross have earmarked Heffernan as a big threat.
So it is Jake Morris, the county senior hurler, that's about to strike this one here, and we'll be looking to send it into the town end and over the bar. Makes no mistake at all. That's another score for Nenagh here, as they edge 2 points to 1 ahead after 3 and a half minutes or so here. 3:45 on the clock here at the moment. Sharp puck out from Holycross, straight out to Conor Ryan, moves it on again another 15 yards to Brian O'Meara. Nice ball straight down the sideline here, bouncing inside on the 21 and into the corner. Luke O'Meara chasing it down there. Luke O'Meara gathers it, takes on his marker, and off he goes, trying to get an angle to shoot here. Goes back, is forced inside, sends it in, a crossfield ball breaking inside there, and it is the corner forward Dara Woods who gathers it now, shaking off his marker Conor McCarthy, and he sends it in, and Woods does really well with that ball and sends it in and over the bar. Shook off Conor McCarthy, angled it and let fly.
Yeah, lovely little jink from Dara. He's when he gets going, he's going to be hard to stop, and he's started really well here.
So ready to go again here now, and this puck out is long all the way down the field, breaking now in front of Michael Heffernan here. Nenagh challenging hard for possession here. It's just sent on in on top of Hickey in there in the corner. Hickey having a good battle with Brian O'Meara there, as the linesman's flag goes up, and we're going to just see what he's going to do here. He's holding it up, and he's just having a word there with Michael Heffernan. It is going to be a line ball for Holycross. Brian O'Meara to cut this one out. He's just inside the 21. Slight breeze down there, not very strong at all, but it is in Nenagh's favour, and it may be stronger down there at pitch side. It was when I walked it there earlier about half an hour or so ago, and linesman just having a word with the referee here, Dennis.
Having a word, a little bit of back chat there. I'm not sure what happened. The referee now is going to talk to Mikey Heffernan there, so he must have had a bit of a word over what happened there.
So the referee this evening is Sean Lonergan from Mile Rovers, and is speaking to the half forward. And you're tuned to Tip FM Super Weekend, brought to you by Nenagh, Turles and Templemore Credit Union, supporting your community. And it's also been streamed live, and you can watch these games on access links via Tipperary GAA social channels. Taken quick there, and it is Holycross who gather possession as the keeper lays it back out to O'Meara. Brian sends it long off down the field now. Ball breaking here near the sideline, kept in play well there as Killian Gleeson gathers possession, but it's Jamie Woods who sends it straight in, crossfield ball over at the Rhinestone side now. Racing on top is Jack Scahan. Scahan there having a good tussle in there with Hugh Maloney, and it's the Nenagh pair who come away, 2 or 3 of them operating together in there. It's Quinn working it out and back as far as their keeper, and back out the field again here now, out to the full back. Maloney working it up with a little hand pass there out to Killian Gleeson. Nice play from the Nenagh defence, holding on to possession here. Long ball sent up the field here, but this one is loose, and it is Cathal Barrett who sprints over and gathers possession, holding it up now. Lovely ball straight back down the line here, looking for Shane Ryan, but it's overhit and goes out over the line, over the far side of the field. Cathal Barrett kind of defensive, Dennis.
Yeah, he looks like he's playing it around the half back line there, but he's loose at the moment. He's sitting in a pocket there, but that ball just went away on him.
Now taken fast here, it's out in the middle of the field, and it's going to be a free in for Nenagh out there, and Holycross just over challenging a bit hard there, overzealous in their challenge out there as Nally moves back out the field, and it is going to be the corner forward Jake Morris who'll have a go at this. He's lethal on frees, and we've seen already this weekend the importance of a good free taker.
Oh, definitely. Just looking at Joe Canning before I came out there, and he nearly kept Portumman in the game down in Galway, so it's fierce important.
And about to strike this here, standing over the far side of the field here now. It is Jake Morris having a look at the post. It's inside his own 65 over there. Difficult enough shot. He probably have the distance here as he sends it all the way in, and it's accurate as well. That's a fantastic score by the Tipperary senior hurler. Another score for Nenagh on this one. A great point by Jake Morris there. 3-2 Nenagh up. Quick restart here. Holycross working it out. Conor Ryan blocked down there. Nenagh retrieved the ball here. Worked in now as far as Murphy. Murphy sends it in across the ground, but Cathal Barrett read his intentions well, played it out 15 yards out now as far as Conor Ryan. Lovely angle ball straight in, bouncing inside the 45, and it is Nenagh who recovered the play out there. Dara Quinn now sends it long over the far side of the field. Another overhit pass out there. It was aimed for Pierce Morris but goes out over the line, and another line ball over there.
Yeah, there's a bit of rustiness there, lads. You know, lads hadn't played in a while. Championship is a whole different story compared to challenge matches, so they're just settling in there now.
So it is going to be Cathal Barrett to take this. Cuts it straight in the middle now, in as far as Brian O'Mara. O'Mara in there, challenged hard by Murphy, but does well to control it and sends it up the field now, looking for the wing forward up here, Shane Ryan. But Nenagh work well to retrieve the ball now. It's just breaking down inside, and Holycross fighting hard for possession there, and it is the corner forward Dara Woods back helping out his half back line. Works it into the middle now, in as far as Brian O'Mara. O'Mara, lovely ball sent in, dropping inside in around the square. Keeper comes out to collect. Ball just breaks free in there, and Holycross fighting hard for possession, and Jack Scahan nearly got a touch on it, but it bounced back and cleared by the keeper in there.
Yeah, Mark Tweed took no prisoners there. He's new to that setup. He has played outfield for their juniors for a good few years. A lovely hurler, but he's just new to that setup, so he took no chances, got rid of it out over the sideline.
That was safer.
Yeah, especially in your first game in the goals.
So he's ready to go here. It's going to be a line ball for Holycross Ballycahill, and we'll expect a shot at the post here with this one. It's Dara Woods sizing it up here and well able to put these over the bar. Cuts this one in. It's curling all the way in, but just didn't have the right trajectory there, and just the angle just slightly wrong, and it goes out and wide. 3 points for Nenagh, 2 for Holycross. Long one down the field, hitting the 10-minute mark here in this game. It's one out there by Michael Heffernan. Heffernan coming through, and Heffernan sends it high, long, and over the bar. A sweet point there by Mikey Heffernan.
Yeah, he has a lovely style about him. If he gets on that kind of ball, he's deadly.
Quick puck out again. Holycross in possession here. It's Jimmy Ryan. Jimmy working it out. It's loose though, and it's out now. Tommy Heffernan in possession, and Tommy sends this one back in and punishes Holycross Ballycahill, and that's another score for Nenagh. 5 points to 2 now. They're edging clear.
Yeah, the short puck out isn't working at the moment for him.
So quick one out the field here now. It's Barrett in the middle now on the 65. Works it in, sends it long down the field, looking for the corner forward up there. Luke O'Mara is over there, but so too is Maloney, the full back, and he works it back out the field here, and it is Nenagh who come on the attack once more. Ball sent long over to Philip Hickey. Gathers it now on the 65, changes direction, changes angle, plays a ball into space now all the way in, and he was looking for the on-rushing Conor Ryan to get there, but the ball was faster.
Yeah, trying to be a little bit too smart there, but they are on top at the moment, and look, Holycross are under a little bit of pressure.
So this line ball about to be cut now, and it is Brian O'Mara from Holycross Ballycahill inside his own 45, cuts it out into the middle of the field. Conor Ryan gathers it there, laid off now as far as Shane Ryan holding on to this, well blocked there by James Mackey, but the ball goes on another few yards, and it is Holycross who gather it through Woods now. Woods played it in now in on top of Rémi Nally works it back out the field, but it's back out the middle, and it is Paddy Murphy who gathers it now, but it's sloppy in the middle from Nenagh, and they give it back to Holycross Ballycahill. Good play by Holycross under pressure now. The shot coming from Luke O'Mara, sent in and dropping inside in on top of the full forward Jack Scahan in there, and Nenagh come out and work that ball out of the fence. It's Maloney there fighting for possession. 3-4 Nenagh players there, and they've won themselves the free out, and good defensive work by Nenagh there to send that ball and get a free.
Yeah, it looks like Barry Heffernan is I didn't see him there now. I'm just checking to see. It seems to be Derek Wynn in the centre back there at the moment.
Long one sent down the field here, gathered again by Barrett now sends it straight back up the field here, and it's caught out there, and it is Nenagh who work it back out now through Conor Ryan plays it in the middle here. Nenagh coming on the attack through James Mackey with a long range effort all the way in and all the way over the bar at the town end here. Fantastic score by James Mackey.
Yeah, that's 2 for Mackey, and Conor Hennessy is playing there. He's playing wing back, and it looks like Barry Heffernan hasn't made it, so whatever the story is there, maybe it is an injury or something else, but they're playing well without him at the moment.
6 points to 2. It's Nenagh who lead here after 12 minutes of action here in Semple Stadium. Long one down the field here now, ball breaking in the middle here, and it is Nenagh who win it again here through Michael Heffernan coming through now, lays off that ball out to Conor Ryan though is challenged by Pádraig Russell, and it is Holycross who come away with it now through Mikey Dial working it out now the far side here and looking for a teammate to pass it to, sends it over the field, but Holycross being bottled up in there. Rémi Nally gathers, lays it off back out to Barrett now with this shot, he's going to have a go, sends it long all the way in, and it just tails out to the left of the post and wide. Cathal Barrett is getting on the ball though, and they need him to be on it all the time.
They do, but he hit that under pressure. Nenagh's work rate is really good at the moment.
So we're ready to go again here as Tweed sends this one out the far side of the field from where we're looking at it here, and the ball just bounces out there, and it bounces favourably from Mackey coming through the middle now. 2 Holycross lads after him, away he goes, sends it in, but it's well read in there by Philip Fogarty, and Fogarty works it back out towards the 45. Holycross looking to get back into this game now. It's worked out as far as Jamie Woods, the captain. He sends it high all the way in and all the way over the bar. Lovely score for the mid team by Jamie Woods.
Yeah, lovely score from Jamie. That was a real what they needed there now, because they were under pressure, and its scores are hard to come by for Holycross.
6 for Nenagh, 3 for Holycross. Out the far side of the field now. This ball is sent back in the middle, batted down there by Brian O'Mara, down to Jamie Woods. Woods sends this one in, but this one tails out to the left and wide at the Killinan end. It's going to be another puck out for Nenagh. It's still 6-3 for the North team here in this encounter here at Semple Stadium, and Nenagh just moving out and getting ready for this puck out, and running up the field here is Paddy Murphy making a sprint, and he goes over and blocks that ball down, blocks it down nicely to Pierce Morris now sends this one in, dropping in around the house now, in on top of the keeper in there, does well to control it. Denny Ferncombe works it back out the field here now. Holycross playing it out as far as Brian O'Mara, angled ball sent over the far side of the field, out sprints the full forward. Scahan gathers it now, working it in, takes on his man, he's trying to get an angle here to have a shot, and does really well and sends it high and over the bar. Another score for Holycross, a sweet point. 4 for them now, 6 for Nenagh.
Super ball in there from Brian O'Mara, I think it was, into the corner, into space, and when Scahan got the ball like that, there was only going to be one winner. Great score.
So we're ready to go again here, and it is Tweed who sends this one long down the field now. Ball breaking here as it drops on the 21 and just hops and eludes all the players there. Philip Fogarty reacting quickest there, and Let's Fly just pulls in it along the ground, and the ref is signalling that he was fouled, and it is going to be a free out for Holycross. They're under pressure, but they're still putting over a couple of scores.
Yeah, they're hanging in there, and if they can do the same as Brackens did last night, just hang in there for long enough to get their confidence up, and they look to be doing that. So they have weathered the storm, I think.
So it's still 6-4 here, 15 minutes on the clock here as we're ready to go. This Free out taken by Ferncombe. Sends it out the feed now. Breaking, looking for the wing forwards up there. Ball bounces and it's Nenagh who win it again, and they work it back out the field here. Back out now as far as Mikey Heffernan. Heffernan turns one way, sends the ball the other, straight over the far side. Jake Morris having a good tussle over there with Jimmy Ryan. Morris gathers the ball. He's gone out towards the sideline now, trying to get an angle for himself. Half blocked over there by persistent Holycross pressure from Cahill Barrett, but it breaks out to a Nenagh man, and this one is sent in high and it tails out and has gone wide.
Yeah, Holycross will be very happy with that. And Jimmy Ryan in the corner there, he kept Morris outside him. Real good defending there.
So ready to go again. It is Ferncombe lining up this one. Michael Ryan, the Holycross manager here, and we're going to have a water break here in Semple Stadium. So first half water break here, and do you think teams are utilising that water break well enough, Dennis? Is it a chance really to reset now for Holycross?
Yeah, it definitely is. There's just one or two messages. You don't want to give in too many messages, but if there's one or two little things you want to tweak at this break, it's a really good chance. If you're going well, of course you don't want to break, so it kills momentum as well. You know, we've seen that inside in Nenagh today. You know, with one team on top, and then they come back out after the water break, and they maybe struggle. You know.
6-4. What would you feel so far after that 15 minutes? Who's in the driving seat?
Well, sure, Nenagh have done nearly all the hurling there. Holycross were just hanging in there, but they got a couple of nice handy scores there. Jamie Woods' one there was a nice one, and Jack Scahan as well. So they're hanging in there. They'll be happy enough just to be 2 points down, because they haven't really hurled that well.
For all the hurling Nenagh and all the possession they had, those points there by Jamie Woods in particular, the last one, just has really eased them back into the game.
It has, yeah, and they found their feet. You know, it's Senior A. It's a different story to what they were playing last year, Holycross. And now that they're in the game, they could be in with a shout, you know.
So we're getting ready to go again here. Holycross moving back out. Nenagh still in the huddle in there, just getting some last minute advice as the teams go back into their positions. And it is like something borrowed from other sports, really, this. And I'm sure managers will start to use it maybe and make plans based on the water break.
Yeah, it's like a timeout in the basketball we used to years ago. So look at it. It'll be interesting to see. I see some people just giving out about it. They say they want to get rid of it as soon as the COVID has cleared. So look, we'll have to wait and see.
So we're getting ready to go again here. Players are back in their positions and just getting ready for this one, and it is going to be a Holycross puck out, straight out now as far as Jimmy Ryan gathers it out there now, goes by Paddy Murphy and sends it all the way up the field now. Ball going to bounce here, and it's Nenagh who come out on top. They've 2 players waiting for it here. Conor Ryan is the one that gathers possession now, turns and has a look, sends an angle ball in on top of the corner forward in there, but the pace of that ball just beats Paddy Murphy, and it is going to be another line ball for Holycross Ballycahill, and Holycross are trying to play that ball out of defence.
Yeah, they're playing it short, and Nenagh are letting them have it, and then they're trying to break it down. So it's interesting to see it.
So this is going to be the full back now, Philip Fogarty, who will take this one here, cuts it along the ground, and in there lurking is Philip Hickey for Nenagh, but Holycross in good numbers there, and the centre back sends it long down the field. Brian O'Mara's ball lands at the foot of Jamie Woods there, and now it's gathered by Dara Woods, and Dara has the shot all the way in and just tails out slightly out to the left of the post and goes out and goes wide. Still 6 points to 4 here as we approach the 20-minute mark here. 17:35 on our clock here as this one is sent long down the field again. Ball breaking now in front of Paddy Murphy, and it's bounced nicely for Pierce Morris. He's coming through, plays it in along the ground in as far as Jake gathers it now inside on the 21. It's Morris, sends it in across the goals but out to the left of the post and wide again.
Yeah, great little tussle here between Jake Morris and Jimmy Ryan, and at the other end then you have Darragh Woods and Conor McCarthy, both 4 young lads, but they're really going at it. It's interesting to watch.
So we're about to go again. Ferncombe lining it up here in the goals for Holycross. Sends this one out the middle of the field. Ball just bounces out there on the deck. 3 Nenagh players there, and it's just flicked back. And in possession at the moment is Heffernan. He's going to have a shot here from the 65 all the way in. Sent long and over the bar. And another score for Nenagh. 7-4 now.
Yeah, you can't give Mikey that room in Semple Stadium. He'll punish you all day if he gets a bit of room like that.
Puck out over the far side of the field this time, and it is Barrett over there who gathers it now. 3-4 Nenagh players around him, and he just runs into difficulty as Tommy Heffernan comes in and takes the ball off him and sends this one high and all the way in and over the bar. Another score for Nenagh. Tommy Heffernan the scorer this time.
Yeah, Nenagh are putting the foot on the accelerator now, and this could be dangerous for Holycross if they can't get a score at the other end.
So the ball is being hit out. I suppose there was 2 or 3 Nenagh players waiting for it.
Yeah.
Long one this time out now on top of Brian O'Mara, and again it's Nenagh who gather possession here. Philip Hickey gathers it now, trying to work it back out, and this one goes out off the line, and it is a Holycross line ball there, which the centre back Brian O'Mara is going to take. He decides to leave it now for Jack Ryan. So Jack Ryan inside his own 45, having a look up along the line here. Nenagh funneling back into positions here. This one cut long all down the field, and it is one inside there by Conor McCarthy, who sends it straight up the field looking for Morris. Jake Morris takes on Jimmy Ryan, and off he goes by him. He's in as far as the 21. Jake Morris coming through here and drives this one in and sends it over the bar. A good score by Jake Morris. He's got pace.
Oh, he's got serious pace, and look at, you couldn't defend that. He was in an acre of space inside, one-on-one. There's no defending that.
So 9 points to 4. Nenagh edging clear and pushing on here in this game as Ferncombe goes short with this one out again, and it's Mackey who gathers it now just on the 65, works that ball in now to Jamie Woods. Jamie Woods sends it in on top of the full forward line. Ball heading out towards the corner flag, and Nenagh there in big numbers. It's Conor Ryan coming out to meet the ball on the 65, gathers it now. Time and room, sends this one into the corner straight in, and it's going to be 2 or 3 Nenagh players racing onto it. Morris gathers it here. Morris turns one way, sends it in. What a brilliant save by Denny Ferncombe. Had to dive low down to his right and saved Holycross, and it's out as far as Fogarty now, and the Holycross backs have just lost possession now once more to Paddy Murphy over the far side on the stand side, out to Pierce Morris. Pierce Morris coming through, sends it in across the goals and out to the left and wide. A fantastic save by Denny Ferncombe from a bullet by Jake Morris.
Yeah, look at the floodgates could open here very quickly if Holycross don't get control of it. They have an option to go along as they're going short with the puck outs. Nenagh are putting pressure on him and taking it off him, and you know the danger signs are to be seen here.
And it looks as though Jimmy Ryan is just receiving a bit of treatment in there. That's the corner back for Holycross Ballycahill. He's having a good tussle in there with Jake Morris, but Morris, you know, he's speedy and got by him that time, and he looks to be holding his leg there.
Yeah, I think it's just get a breather and get ourselves back in the game. It's one of those things you used to up around the church, slowing it down.
Puck out this time, sent out to feed. Brian O'Mara gathers it. Brian O'Mara on the 65 now, working it in, and sends this ball cross field the edge of the D now, and it's batted out there by Nenagh as Dara Quinn gathers it there. Nenagh on the attack once more. Long ball sent in, looking for Murphy inside, and Morris feeds off him, and Morris breaks free and sends it in and over the bar. Jake Morris is escaping the shackles at the moment.
He is. He's getting on top there now, but it's 2v2 inside the 45. You know, it's very, very hard to defend. Holycross are going to have to do something about it.
Sharp puck out this time, out as far as Jack Ryan. Ryan gathers it now, lays it off as far as Brian O'Mara. O'Mara goes across. They're still inside their 45 here, out to Fogarty. Philip Fogarty sends this one angled, looking now for Jack Scahan, and there's a sprint on the far side, but Hugh Maloney wins it as the ball is just left behind him as Jamie Woods comes in to gather possession. No one getting clean possession out there, but the Nenagh midfielder Killian Gleeson comes back and mops up and sends an angled ball. It's down the field, but Brian O'Mara gathers it. Brian O'Mara out now as far as Conor Ryan, and out again to Barrett. He's going to have a go, having a look, sends it long all the way down the field, but this one tails out to the left and wide, and they've hit a few out there at this point in time. 10-4 after 22 minutes 40. The ref calling the ball, calling play back and sending it back, and I think that puck out was just taken too quickly, but both goalies have a sliotar ready to go once the ball goes wide or over the bar. So it is Tweesh who sends this one long over the far side of the field, looking over there for Pierce Morris, but the ball goes out over the line at the far side between the 45 and 65. It's going to be a line ball for Holycross Ballycahill, and a chance for them to clear the lines. Barrett is standing over this one here, and Nenagh are funneling back all the time for where the ball is going to land.
Yeah, they seem to have a spare man in defence all the time.
This one sent straight up along the line, and it bounces favourably up there for Russell. Russell comes in and sends it across the goals, but it just goes out and out to the right and wide again. 10-4. Nenagh pulling clear here after 24 minutes of action here in Semple Stadium. Our coverage on Tip FM with thanks to Nenagh, Thurles and Templemore Credit Union, and this game is also being streamed live via Tip GAA social media platforms. Long ball sent down the field now. It's gathered in there by Conor Ryan of Holycross, but the referee blows the whistle. It's going to be a free out for Holycross, and just inside the 45 going to be taken by Brian O'Mara. Sends it over the far side of the field looking for Luke O'Mara. Luke O'Mara sprinting over there, but Nenagh with good numbers, and Conor McCarthy wins that and wins himself a free. Takes it fast now, sends straight back down the field looking for Morris. Morris, brilliant touch, gathers it straight away into his chest, shakes off his marker. It's Morris, sends it in, doesn't connect right, but his ball is breaking in the middle. Dangerous ball here. It's kicked in there by the corner forward Philip Hickey, but Ferncombe read the play well and worked it out, and Holycross cleared their lines really well, and it's sent long down the field looking for the full forward line to show. Scahan comes out, but Nenagh win it again. It is Maloney. Maloney drives it up the field again, but it's in front of Barrett. Barrett now sends it back in, and again Nenagh retrieve it back there, so it's over and back at the moment. Over now to Gleeson. Long ball straight in the field by the Nenagh midfielder now looking for Morris in there, but Jimmy Ryan wins this one. Jimmy Ryan shakes off his marker, plays it out to Barrett. Barrett, lovely crossfield ball over to Brian O'Mara. The long range effort coming in all the way in and all the way over the bar. That's a super point by Holycross. They had to work really hard for it.
They did, and worked it well. He scored that off his own 65 metre line, and that might be an option for him to score from outside, because Nenagh have a load of players funneled back into the defence, so maybe Holycross's best option would be take their scores from outside.
And we're going to be held up here for a couple of minutes. It looks as though it is Jake Morris over the far side of the field that's down and injured over at the Rhinestand side, and he's up and moving about and about to resume his position. Jimmy Ryan picking him up there and doing well on him as we follow the play here once more. The puck out about to be taken here. It's Mark Tweed, sends this one long all the way down the edge of the D. Murphy is underneath it. A fantastic catch. Lays this ball off as far as Heffernan. Mikey Heffernan. And Mikey Heffernan has scored the first goal this evening. A fantastic finish. Low down to the keeper's left. No chance for the goalkeeper, Ferncombe. A great goal. Yeah,
great goal. Great puck out from Tweed into Murphy. It was like one off the training field. Murphy grabbed it, popped the hand pass back at the net.
110 to 5 points with 26 on the clock here. We need a response from Holycross, and needed rapidly now as they win this one, and sent long down the field by Mikey Doyle straight into the corner. It's gathered in there now by Luke O'Mara. Luke O'Mara, two of them on him, sends a low ball straight in the middle. Nenagh there with loads of players in defence, and they work it back out the field, back out to James Mackey now. Mackey sends this one long straight down the field looking for Paddy Murphy to come out on top of it, but the Holycross full back gathers it, and it's gathered in there and sent out by Fogarty into the middle of the field to Barrett. Barrett now works it up again, up past the feed over the far side, but he's blocked down over there. Barrett at the second attempt sends it straight in now over here as Holycross look to attack, but once again Nenagh, they're in big numbers and they've won themselves a free, and opt to take it as quick as they can as the referee calls play back and tells Conor McCarthy to move back 3 or 4 yards, and it is going to be the cornerback for Nenagh who sends this one in the middle straight up the field here looking for the half forwards, but it's won again by Holycross. Back out the field here now as far as Jamie Woods crossfield ball over the far side, and it is a free in for Holycross, and they have to work so hard for every free to get or every score. 110 to 5 points, but they need to stay in touch now and put this over the bar.
They do, yeah. It's a score, very scoreable one. Luke O'Mara won that well, but look at everything they're working for. It's taken a lot of work to get a score, where Nenagh are coming down and getting their scores a lot easier.
So Darragh Woods about to have a go at this one here. He'll send it in towards the Killinen end here at the moment in Semple Stadium. Woods sends it high and over the bar as the rain comes down here in Semple Stadium. It's just got heavy the last couple of minutes here as a drizzle increase is in intensity here at the moment, as Nenagh continue to pull clear on the scoreboard. Long puck out here, breaks in front of us at the Canaan stand side, and it's won by Holycross. Brian O'Mara bursting through now, tries to get the hand pass off to the free man, but it's still just in play as Nenagh come in and swipe the ball off the ground. Away they go as this one is sent up the field towards Shane Ryan, who gathers it, and Shane Ryan is there having a tussle with Tommy Heffernan. Tommy Heffernan just has the free given against him here, so it is going to be a Holycross free out, which is close to the halfway line here, and Nenagh are just up attacking the Holycross players all the time.
Yeah, they're very aggressive tonight. They mean business, and it's tough on Holycross.
So this free is just inside his own half, and it is going to be Dara Woods who will take this one here as the rain gets that little bit heavier in the last minute or two here. The breeze tonight with Nenagh in the first half. This one sent into the wind here all the way in, but it tails out to the left of the post and has gone wide over the far side. It's still 110 to 6 points with Nenagh ahead after 28 minutes of action here as the keeper gets ready to go again. Mark Tweed here sends this one long down the field, looking again for Paddy Murphy as this ball just breaks inside, and it is Paddy Murphy who goes in and just flicks it back out the field, slightly being picked up in there by Philip Fogarty, but it's won now by Pierce Morris. Pierce Morris lays it back as Nenagh work and try and angle a score here somehow out as far as Heffernan. Mikey Heffernan gathers it now. A great block down there by Brian O'Mara, but this ball goes in as far as the corner. Jake Morris is in there trying to challenge inside in the 14. Holycross there with big numbers, and they've got themselves a free out at the moment as the free is given against Philip Hickey inside there, and Holycross working the ball up, Dennis, but they're just not getting the scores.
No, it's not sticking up there. It's coming back too soft. No, Maloney, Hugh Maloney is giving an exhibition. He's like a lad 18 above full back.
This free about to be taken here by Ferncombe sends this one out the feed here over the far side, and it's straight into the hand of Pádraig Russell. Russell turns, sends it in towards the full forward line, and again it's Maloney out there first time to win that ball, having a tussle now with Jack Scahan, and the ball has just gone out over the sideline, and the linesman is giving it as a Holycross line ball, and we'll expect Jamie Woods to come over to take this one for the mid-tip team, and he'll have a go to see can he put it over the bar. It's 110 to 6 points, and we're going to need to see lightning here from Holycross to stay in this game, because Nenagh are just keeping that scoreboard ticking all the way.
All the way. Now, a score here now, a sideline here would be some little bit of a help before half time.
So sizing it up here, it is Jamie Woods just inside the 45, about to strike this one into the wind here, cuts it all the way in, but it goes short and goes out to the left of the post, and it has gone wide here as the referee blows the half-time whistle. It's 110 for Nenagh, 6 points for Holycross at the break here, and Dennis, Holycross really fighting hard to stay in the game, but they just don't have the forwards to get the scores, whereas Nenagh do.
Yeah, exactly. Look, when the ball goes up to the Holycross forwards, it's not staying up there. The Nenagh backs are bringing it out straight away, so it's putting fierce pressure on the backs, the Holycross backs. I know Jimmy Ryan was having a good tussle there with Morris, but now Morris has got on top, because I would look there at one stage, there's maybe 6 players inside the 45 at the Nenagh end. The rest are staying outside and giving them room. So it's very hard to defend that. But overall, Nenagh are on top, and they look comfortable enough at the moment. Their goalie is giving lovely long puck outs, and they're not going as short, whereas Holycross are going short from their puck outs, and they've been turned over a good bit. So that's just the contrast, the way the puck outs are working.
So we're going to take a quick break here. For the moment, at half time here, it is Nenagh 110, Holycross Ballycahill 6 points. Quick break, back soon. You're very welcome back to Semple Stadium at half time here at the moment. It's 1-10 for Nenagh. Holycross Ballycahill 6 points. Dennis, that goal really just created a big distance between the teams.
It did, but look, it was on the cards from before that. You know, that Holycross were struggling a bit. The ball is going up, but it's not sticking. It's coming back too quick, and the Holycross backs were under pressure. And it was just, you know, there was a goal going to come at some stage, and it came. It was like straight from the goalie into Paddy Murphy's hand, and you had Mikey Heffernan breaking off him. Then the two boys have played, I suppose, since they were under 12 up along, and they know each other so well. So it was just one of those things in the back of the net. Once Mikey gets it on the run, it's the back of the net.
Yeah, and they have all these players that have a lot of experience of playing here in Semple Stadium, and it is shown like that they're able to lay the ball off. They know the runs each other is making.
Yeah, and even this year they look to be even looking up a little bit more. They have that bit of time, I suppose, as well. Maybe Holycross aren't working hard enough up front, but they're getting a chance to get their head up, look up, and hit the ball into the right position for the oncoming forward.
Yeah, and with Holycross, really, we're looking to see Jamie Woods get into the game a bit more, to see Jack Scahan get into the game, but Hugh Maloney is doing very well on Jack Scahan the other end.
He is. Hugh is really, he's rolling back the years. He's like Larry Corbett last night, and I think I've seen pictures of Owen Kelly as well. He had a good weekend too with Mullinahone. So these lads are real heroes in Tip. But you know, he's one of those as well, and he's really coming out with ball after ball. And Jack got 1 point all right when they hit a nice ball into the corner, into space. But other than that, if it comes in 50-50, Hugh is doing the business there.
Yeah. What about the placement of Cathal Barrett? Because he is the key player for Holycross. Are they getting enough out of him, do you think?
Don't think so, no. And himself and Brian O'Mara is picking up Mikey Heffernan. Now he got caught for the goal, but Brian is hurling well himself. But I think Brian needs to be central. I think Cathal needs to be central. I'd nearly take my chances at this stage and you know, maybe put one of them to the centre back, maybe Brian, and Cathal to the middle of the field and go for it, you know, because at this stage you're down 1-4, the rain is coming down, you know, you've nothing really to lose. Have a crack at it.
Yeah, they need to get something going in the next 10 minutes, first 10 minutes of the second half, because if they don't, you can just see Nenagh piling on a couple more scores.
Yeah, it could turn into a challenge match very quickly if Nenagh put on a few more scores on it, you know. And Nenagh are like that. When they're on top, they'll really put you to the sword, so they have to be careful of that. If Holycross could get an early goal maybe in the second half, they could make a right game of it.
Yeah, and that's the key now. They're going to need goals to stay in this, do you think?
Definitely, and they don't look like it at the moment. They're not running their forwards aren't getting on the ball to run at the Nenagh backs. The Nenagh backs look very comfortable there under the ball. Like Dara Quinn is having an exhibition, but half the time he's on his own. They're without their county man Barry Heffernan, but it doesn't seem to be doing any harm to him at the moment.
Yeah, and their other county man, Jake Morris, fantastic really. He's just got such a good first touch that he's able to get away, and then he has the pace.
Yeah, he's like twinkle toes down there. He's turned this way, that way, and the other way, and the next thing he has it over the bar, or he has a pass put in. So look, at Jimmy was doing well on him, but the ball that's coming in now, he's well on top there.
Yeah. What about Paddy Murphy? A word on him, like he's another experienced forward for Nenagh.
Yeah, Paddy, it was surprising that we didn't see more of him in the blue and gold jersey, but look at, he's doing well inside full forward, and with tweets, puck outs landed inside the opposition's 45, he's a big target man, and then the boys are breaking off him, you know, so he's doing well too.
Nenagh going to be another threat this year, aren't they? They're going to be one of the favourites again for the county.
Look, it's hard to call really. I just know Sarsfield's second team won this evening as well, beat Laura there earlier on by 4 points, so they could be a team too. So you don't know. Nenagh are doing well here now. It's hard to judge it yet. Round 2 could turn things on its head again, you know.
Yeah. Can you see a comeback in this game for Holycross?
They'll need an early goal to have a chance in the second half. At the moment it looks like Nenagh will coast to victory, but you'd never know. It'd be nice to see Holycross getting a goal and make a game of the second half.
You have a lot of experience of management. If you were there, what would you do being the Holycross manager right now?
Well, look, it's hard to know, because if they push on, they could leave gaps at the back, you know. But I definitely put Brian O'Mara to centre back and maybe push on Cathal a bit, give him a bit of punch further up the field. But look, it's hard to know. You push on, you could open the door at the back as well. So it's a tricky one.
It's great stuff. Dennis Kelly, thanks for that. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the second half after this. to Semple Stadium here. Stephen Gleeson and Dennis Kelly with you for this one as we get underway here for the second half, and straight away Holycross gather possession here. This ball is sent all the way in here now by Pádraig Russell, all the way in, but the Nenagh keeper is inside there as Tweet works it back out the field here now, sent over the far side. Jack Ryan is out there to gather it, but Nenagh win back possession here through Dara Quinn. Long ball sent straight down the field here into the corner, and it's just let hop, and the corner back up there. Gavin Dunn is happy enough to see that ball go out and go wide, and it is still here 1-10 to 6 points. We're just 30 seconds into the second half here. Sharp puck out in the middle of the field. It's one out there by Holycross. The effort coming in here from Russell. Long range one sent in all the way in, but just bounces out to the right of the post and goes wide again, Dennis.
Yeah, a little bit ambitious. There was players inside. Maybe the better option was to give it in.
So it is going to be another Nenagh puck out when play resumes here, and Tweet just quite happy to wait and see and have a look to see who's making a run, as a couple of Nenagh players out the field do, and this ball is sent out over the far side of the field from us here over at the Ryan stand. One over there and sent in as far as Morris. Morris goes down to gather this one. The other corner forward gathers it now. Hickey is there straight in as it goes across over the 21, and Nenagh gathered again there with Killian Gleeson. Killian Gleeson fires in a shot, but three Holycross players are in the way, and they work it back out the field to Cathal Barrett on the 21. Barrett coming out as Jimmy Ryan Hanna is down injured just at the edge of the D there, and will be just held up here for a moment, I'd say, as he looks to be in a bit of bother down there. Barrett in possession, so Barrett is helping out the defence, but it looks as though Jimmy Ryan Hanna is the player down injured.
Yeah, he's under pressure there now. I'd say he was feeling he looked to be his hamstring there before half time, and it looks like it came against him again. On that there, Brian O'Meara got a great block in there. It looked like another goal for Jake Morris, but he just got a block in last minute. Real good defending. He's having a decent outing, even though Mikey has got the goal off him in a couple of points, but he's still hurling his heart out for Holycross.
You're kind of feeling this one, Dennis, that tactically Nenagh are playing the game they want to play, whereas Holycross just can't work the ball the way they want. Yeah,
they never seem to have a spare man at the back, even though Nenagh, Dara Quinn seems to be spare all the time. So if he's spare at that end, they should have someone that's sweeping up, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
Now the play restarts here, and it is Cathal Barrett who sends this one all the way up the field. A great catch there by O'Meara. Brian O'Meara sends this in, but it just drops in to the right and wide at the town end, and that was a scoreable one.
Yeah, it was one they needed now badly.
So it's still 1-10 for Nenagh, 6 points for Holycross here, 2:44 on the clock here in Semple Stadium. This puck out straight down the middle of the field now, and it's gathered out there by Killian Gleeson, but it just breaks free from him as Shane Ryan of Holycross goes in to try and win it back, as 5 or 6 players battle for it, just scrappy, trying to get clean possession out there in the middle of the field, and it is the Nenagh midfielder Conor Hillsey trying to look for it, but no one really gathering it before Barrett comes in and does so now. Sent straight into the corner here, this one just hopping in there, and it is another wide. This time it was Jack Ryan rather than Barrett in the middle of the field. It just sent that one in.
Yeah, a little bit of inexperience. Jack is a young hurler, fine hurler, but he's a little bit inexperienced. Just hit it in there to the wrong space.
Sharp puck out over the far side of the field, and it is Sean Phelan who came on at the break there for Nenagh as he sends it long down the field over the far side here. Nenagh coming on the attack now. This one played in on top of Pierce Morris. Pierce Morris working it in. Pierce Morris on the 21 sends this one in and over the bar. A lovely score by the wing forward.
Yeah, that's a nice score from Pierce. His first score of the game, but he had advantage there, so he had a free shot at it.
So we're ready to go again here now, and just a change being made for Holycross. They've a couple of players just warming up on the sideline, but that change hasn't been made since. The ref is just waiting there, and it looks as though it's Eire Ryan that's going to enter the action for Holycross. Eire comes on there, and we'll keep you updated with who's going off as we'll rejoin play here. Quick puck out taken by Barrett now, sent long down the field. This one just hops in front of the full forward line there as Jack Scahan goes in to try and gather possession. 2 or 3 players there on the 21 trying to win it, but it is Nenagh with their big numbers in defence that come out with this ball and send it out the middle of the field, out towards Tommy Heffernan. Heffernan on his own 65, out now in the middle middle, sends this one low along the ground, straight in towards Philip Hickey. Hickey is over there, tries to turn his man, but it is going to be a free out for Holycross Ballycahill, and they'll breathe a sigh of relief that they have a chance to get a new attack going as Cathal Barrett gathers the ball.
Yeah, they've reshuffled the pack there. Jimmy Ryan and Hannah's gone now at this stage. The hammer must have went against him. Jack Ryan seems to be gone back. He's a brother of Eire, a twin brother as far as I know, and Eire has gone in there around the middle field or wing forward.
This ball sent straight in now, and it is out in front of Hugh Maloney. Maloney goes out there, and the ball has gone out for a 65, and a chance for Holycross to get off the mark here, and they really do need a couple of scores now just to get going.
Yeah, look, they're gasping for air at the moment. Look, if it was a fight, they'd be just on the ropes there. But look, if they could get a score here and maybe tag on one or two more, you'd never know.
Lights on here in Thurles, and the pitch in fantastic condition. Pa Burke was here earlier with Dave Hanley, and they were working on it constantly after the earlier game here in Thurles. But we're going to focus on this one here. It was Clonolty that won that one, but it is Nenagh Eire here. Eire Nenagh winning here comfortably at the moment, 111 to 6 points here as Holycross get ready to take this one. This free sent all the way in, this 65. The dead ball goes in and goes over the bar. A nice one this time by Dara Woods.
Nice one by Dara Woods. Another sub coming here. It looks like Aidan Stakelum there for Holycross. This guy is a big man, and he might give them a target in the full forward line. Shane Ryan seems to be coming off,
and that change has just been made as the sub comes on the field and assumes the position, and he's gone straight in there full forward to see what he can do, picking up Maloney in there. Long puck out down the field now, breaking in the middle of the field, and in on top of it is Jamie Woods as Nenagh come in big numbers, and it is Murphy who gathers it, lays it outside him now, out as far as Morris over there. Pierce this time plays it in along the line into Paddy Murphy. Murphy with a clever ball, and it's Nenagh coming on the attack. They're bursting straight through the middle. This one is fired in, and just across the goals. It was a super effort there, but just off target.
Yeah, Killian Gleeson coming through like a train there, and Denny Ferngum got his hurl to it again. He's having a good game tonight. He's after saving their bacon a few times.
So this ball being hit out the field here now, and just going to wait and see where we're going with this one here. It is going to be the corner forward Morris who will take this one, and it is going to be dead straight in the middle of the field, so a straightforward enough 65 here for Morris, and this to extend Nenah's lead here. It's currently 111 to 7 points, 37 minutes on the clock here before he takes this free, but he sizes it up with his unique striking style and sends it all the way in and all the way over the bar. A good point once more here for Nenagh as they edge 112 to 7 points clear. You're tuned to Tip FM. Your super weekend of hurling is brought to you by Nenagh, Thurles and Templemore Credit Union, and we're also being streamed live by Tipperary GAA as this ball in the middle of the field is won again by Nenagh. Puck out is gathered and laid off here as they work it out as far as Jake Morris. Morris with a clever ball all the way into the corner. Pacey ball though, too much for the full forward line in there, and it trickles out over the sideline, over the end line, and goes wide. It's going to be another puck out down there, and again, like a lot of balls played into the corners by both teams.
Their idea is right there, but it's skidding off the surface.
Now this ball played back out, and it's won out there by Heffernan, and Mikey Heffernan sends it back and sends it straight over the bar. Another score for Nenagh, and really they're attacking the puck out.
They're really making hay off the sharp puck outs.
This one sent long down the field, caught out there by Cathal Barrett, and Barrett is fouled, and the Nenagh half forward Mikey Heffernan doesn't move back out of the way, but Barrett takes it this time, sends it over the far side of the field. Now sprinting over there to get to it is James Mackey, and the ball just goes out over the line over the far side of the field. It is going to be a Nenagh line ball over there, and Holycross try as they might, they just can't break down that Nenagh full back line. Hugh Maloney is supreme from tonight.
He's very good there, but I'd like to see them go direct, and maybe Aidan Stakelum was a big man, let it in higher on top of him and get the breaks off him. Try something different. The one to the corner isn't working. So
this line ball is going to be taken a bit closer to the 21 than the 14 inside. It's currently 113 to 7 points here as the referee is in and just having a word with the umpires there, and he's going back out the field. It remains to be seen whether or not he'll wave play on. I think, is he going to call a player, Dennis, do you think?
Yeah, must be a bit of handbags there. He's warning a few players, one from each side there.
having a word there with Dara Quinn, and he moves back up the field, and it is going to be taken now, this time the line ball by Sean Phelan. Sean Phelan cuts it in the middle. Pádraig Russell gathers it there as the ball is just broken out into the middle of the field. Holycross trying to get clean possession, but Nenagh in tackling them quick and fast here as they work it out as far as Cathal Barrett. Barrett having a good tussle now with Mikey Heffernan here, tries to get clean possession there. They're all chasing in, trying to gather the ball here as it breaks out now in front of Gavin Dunn. Worked on again, but it is Nenagh who win it back there as they've got a lot of numbers, and it is the sub who's in there, James Mackey, trying to gather it. It's still down on the deck and they're all swiping at it hard, trying to get clean possession, and coming away with it now it is the midfielder. It is Barrett, sent in long all the way in, but this one tails out and goes wide. Cathal Barrett is getting on top there, but again they're striking it wide.
Yeah, that's his third wide of the day now, but look at they fought a lot harder there. That's more like it from Holycross, if they could get a score or two now to add to that.
This one over the far side of the field, breaking over at the Ryan stand side, and it is over there Conor Ryan who the ball drops in front of, having a good tussle over there with Pierce Morris. Morris trying to get clean possession and get that ball up on the ground, flicks it on there to Tommy Heffernan. Heffernan coming through now, two Holycross lads after him, turns outside and turns in, and has won himself a free. Just was clipped as the Holycross player was going by him there. It's just inside the 45, and this should be another one for Jake Morris, who will pop it over. 113-7 currently, 41 on the clock. Nenagh really in control.
Yeah, they're in control. They're at a canter there now at the moment. Holycross are trying their best, but look, it's a learning curve for them. They're a very young team, and this will crown them as they go through the championship.
So standing over it here, it is the Tip senior hurler just inside the 45, rises and strikes it in across the goals, and this one just tails out to the right and has gone wide. So a let off for Holycross, and they need to get a couple of scores on board to stay in the hunt for this one. 11 and a half gone in the second half here, 113-7. Long puck out this time, ball breaks inside there, and it is the Nenagh cornerback Conor McCarthy who goes and gets possession, lays it off as far as Dara Quinn up the field, soloing along here now, plays it outside. Here's a call from Mikey Heffernan, plays it to Heffernan, crossfield ball over the far side, over now, sprinting over there is Hickey. Philip Hickey gathers it, takes on his man, goes by Jack Ryan, he's going for goal here, away he goes in, and he's challenged hard in there, and he's brought to ground inside by Conor Ryan. It's going to be a penalty for Nenagh, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, is there?
No, he was dragged back there, alright. He has good pace too, and the ball in was very good as well from Mikey Heffernan. He was at his in around the middle of the field when he hit it, but you can see the idea there. They're hitting ball into space, get the ball taken on their man. They're very clinical tonight.
So a chance here to watch Jake Morris as he prepares to strike this penalty now, and Denny Ferncombe lines up in goals and gets ready for this as the referee Sean Lonergan just moves back and tells the rest of the players to move back out of the way here as Morris prepares to strike this, just a couple of steps away from the ball, close to it, right into it, rises, strikes. Oh, he sent it out to the left and wide. He really did try to place it just inside the post.
Yeah, he was trying to place it side into the corner, but it didn't happen for him.
113-7 it remains. Long puck out this time, down on top of the full forward Jack Scahan, and it is Holycross who win this one as they try and work it in here now. Crossfield ball played there by Luke O'Mara into the middle of the field, in as far as Pádraig Russell. Russell though loses out, and it is Nenagh who win it back, and it's sent straight in now, right in front of Paddy Murphy. No one on Murphy now, gathers it, time and room, having a look, has time to send it outside him, out as far as Pierce Morris sends it in into the Kalainen end and over the bar. It's 114 now to 7 points after 13 and a half minutes of the second half. Puck out, taken fast here, straight out as far as Barrett. Barrett gathers it there, two Nenagh lads in on top of him. Lets the ball going out to Jack Ryan, and it is going to be a free as they made a sandwich of Cathal Barrett there. Free taken quickly now, sent all the way down the field, but again trails out to the right and wide.
Yeah, that's going to be called back. I think he took it too too quick there. You have to admire Holycross. They're trying their best, but look at, they're being outclassed tonight. There's too many good forwards and that on display. Nenagh are working. You can see there with two inside their own 40, the opposition's 45. Very hard to defend.
So this one taken fast now this time and played up as far as the corner forward. Darragh Woods operating on the 65. Two Nenagh lads in on top of him here. They have to move this ball fast, but it's taken off Jamie Woods this time by Mikey Heffernan. Played back out. Nenagh now cleared their lines through Conor Hennessy. Crossfield ball all the way in, dropping inside in front of Morris. Morris, two of them on him here, takes the ball, lays back as far as Murphy. Murphy now having a look, plays it back into the middle. Of a couple of free players calling for the ball all over the field here. It's Tommy Heffernan this time. Tommy lays it back as far as Mikey Heffernan, but they overdid it slightly there, and Brian O'Mara comes in and takes the ball back off him, plays this ball 10 yards in front, but it's to a Nenagh player as Conor Ryan comes in and sends it straight into the corner now. Sprinting in there is Philip Hickey to try and gather it inside. Hickey just moves that ball on slightly, but Holycross there in numbers, and the lines are cleared way up the field, looking for Luke O'Mara. Luke O'Mara underneath it here now, gathers possession. Two Nenagh players on him, has to burst through the tackle, does well, wins himself a free, and it is going to be a Holycross free, which will be a chance for Darragh Woods to put over the bar. Currently 114 to 7 points here after 45 minutes, and Holycross bringing on a sub here as well in the game, but it's over as a contest.
Yeah, it seems to be over as a contest. They're just giving it one or two lads a run out now, I suppose. Nenagh well on top.
So standing over this one, it is Darragh Woods, the corner forward, as he prepares to strike this just on the 65 in from the Ryan stand side, with the aid of a slight breeze that has really got weaker as the game went on as well here. But this one trails out to the left of the post and has gone wide here, so it's still 114 to 7 points. 16 minutes here gone in the second half at Semple Stadium, as this puck out is sent long down the field here now, breaking in front of the Nenagh half forward line, and it's Barrett who's underneath it. Barrett trying to gather clean possession. Two Nenagh players in and challenging hard for the ball inside there, and the referee calls and he's going to throw it in, and I think they're going to have a water break, I would say, as well at the moment. No, he's just going to throw this one in, just in along the ground, and straight away in there is Tommy Heffernan fighting forward, and it is Holycross who come away with it here, this time through Nenagh. Nally sends it into the corner now, but Nenagh plenty of time and room. Hugh Maloney unmarked plays that ball out along, and they work it out now as far as Conor Hennessy here. A comprehensive display from Nenagh, but they've overcooked this one as Darragh Woods wins it back. Darragh Woods lays this one back out now to Jamie Woods with the shot coming all the way in, and the captain puts it over the bar. A consolation score it looks like at this stage, 17 minutes into the second half, but it is 8 points for Holycross, 114 for Nenagh, and there's a Holycross player down injured on the deck, and the referee saw what happened. Did you, Dennis?
Yes, it could be curtains here for James Mackey, and he was playing very well. There was a hurley strike. Now there's others getting involved, but if the ref seen what I seen, it could be game over for him.
Okay, so he's in, and the ref is calling over Mackey, so there's a good chance that he did see the strike, and this will change the game somewhat, but it feels like it's over as a contest in some respects.
It does. The numbers won't make a whole lot of a difference, I would say, but it'll still be a blow to Nenagh for the next day. Yeah, straight red.
Red card for number 19, James Mackey, for Nenagh, and Jamie Woods is up and moving about okay as they take their water break now, and just that's unfortunate because you want all your players in this round because it's going to be pretty intense. So James Mackey will be a loss to Nenagh now.
Oh, he will. He was hurling well there. I suppose they have Barry Heffernan to come back, but they want them all because you have Clonty coming up, and you have Anna Carty as well. They'll be smarting after their bad loss today. I think it was a lacklustre performance from them as well earlier on. So every match will be vital, and they'll need them all.
So they're having their water break down there. Nenagh down to 14 players, 114 to 8 points at the moment here. And what do you think John Brennan is saying to his Nenagh charges down there at the moment?
Well, I'd say he's saying keep the heads now. They've lost one man, and it's kind of a game now that could get out of hand, and they don't want to lose anyone else for the next day. So just keep it smart, I suppose. Keep the ball, keep doing what they've been doing. It's been working well, and the smart ball into their forwards. Keep doing what they've been doing. I suppose on the other side, Holycross are fighting for their lives now. They're fighting for a bit of pride in the jersey, and that's what they'll be pushing at the other end.
Holycross back out on the field now and getting ready to go again. Coached, of course, by Brendan Ryan there, great hurling man from Holycross as well. Coaches a lot of teams in the parish as well, as they are first out and assume their positions. What will they do with the extra man, do you think?
Well, look, they'll have to give it a bit of cover at the back, because they're going man for man at the back. They'll probably, keep it some bit tight and keep the score line down, I would say. It's hard to see him pushing on the extra man, because the floodgates could open.
So they're ready to go here now, and it is Mark Tweed that sends this one out the field here, down in front of us at the Canaan stand side here, as this ball just goes out over the line, and it is going to be a line ball for Holycross Ballycahill as they get ready to go here now, and the ball is just being left there, and we'll see what Barrett will do with this one here. Sizes it up here. Cathal Barrett sends it into the middle of the field now, but it is it's Nenagh who win that ball back inside. It's Pierce Morris sends it straight down the corner, and this one just goes out over the line, and it is going to be a Holycross line ball down to our left as we're looking at it here. 114 to 8 points and 50 minutes on the clock here in this game, as Holycross look to see what they can do, trying to play this ball out of defence. Cut out the field by Dunn here, but it's broken free into the middle now, in on top by Tommy Heffernan. Heffernan lays it off as far as Paddy Murphy, and Paddy Murphy makes no mistake. The experience of these players is really telling at this
you can
level.
see they're at home here in Semple Stadium. When they're on, and that was a lovely flick from Tommy Heffernan.
Now short puck out as far as Cathal Barrett. Barrett goes over the far side of the field, over on top of Rémi Nally. Nally lets fly on that ball, keeps it in play, does well. Pádraig Russell coming onto it, but the linesman has put the flag up and says it had gone out over the line, and that won't count at the moment. So 115 to 18 points, 51 on the clock, and it is going to be Conor Ryan who will cut this line ball for Nenagh, as he looks up the middle of the field here, and Nenagh just basically leaving a lot of room up in their forwards.
Yeah, they are. Now the Holycross are alternating between Cathal Barrett and Brian O'Meara as the spare man, and Stephen Flanagan is the player number 25 there that wasn't on the programme. He's in the mix, and he's a lively little fella if he can get on the ball.
So it's going to be a line ball over the far side of the field, and Barrett looking to see what he will do with this one here. He's just been told to wait by the linesman, because there's another change about to be made here, and Nenagh make the change. It's Adam Grattan that's gone in the field here now, and he's another good player, and Killian Gleeson is off.
Yeah, Killian Gleeson's off in the middle of the field. I think he got a bit of a belt to the hand, so it's just precaution. Conor Hennessy's gone to the middle of the field.
So this one played quickly, but it is Nenagh who win it back out there. Paddy Murphy plays it into the D there, and the Holycross full back Philip Fogarty gathers it outside and works it back out to the main man for them, Cathal Barrett sends it all the way back up towards the 21. Ball breaking up there in front of Pádraig Russell, and Holycross looking for a score here. Can they get anything? There's a Holycross player down. Centre forward is down injured, but the referee waves play on, and it comes out as far as Conor Hennessy. Hennessy works it out here for Nenagh, up along here now to Adam Grattan. Grattan gets that touch on the ball here, knocked on again to Conor Hennessy. Hennessy flicks it up along the line, but Brian O'Meara is there, reads the play, and it is going to be a free for Holycross here, as Stevie Flanagan holds on to the ball there, and referee just tells him take it easy for a second, and he's going to give that free, and it looks as though he's going to push another name in the book, this time Conor Hennessy.
Conor Hennessy a little bit late. He had come from deep in his defence, and I suppose tired of the show, and he just gave away a little bit of a free, but he's after having an okay outing. First time I've seen him in a senior jersey, so he's done well tonight.
Yellow card for the midfielder there, as Holycross prepared to take this free. It's going to be Dara Woods. Woods sends it in, goes for the score, sends it in all the way over the bar, just drops over the crossbar. Nice score by the corner forward, Dara Woods, and he's trying to keep him in the game.
Yeah, look, he's not probably getting enough of action out of play, but off frees and sidelines he's very good.
So next puck out coming from Tweed over the far side of the field. 115 to 9 points at the moment here. It's won by Holycross. Straight back down now on top of Pádraig Russell. Ball breaking in there on the 45, and Nenagh win it again, and away they work it out of the field here now by Conor Ryan over the far side. It's still Nenagh trying to build another attack. Angled ball coming in on top of Morris. Jake Morris, off he goes. 3 Holycross players after him, but he gets away from him and swings the hips and swings the hurley over the bar. Great score, lovely point by Morris, and really he just has that little burst of pace to elude the defenders.
Yeah, burst of pace, little bit of a jink. 3 chasing him down and he got it over the bar. Brilliant score.
Another sub coming on now for Holycross. Owen Morris enters the action here as he comes on with 6 minutes left in this game here. It's still 116 to 9 points, and it looks as though, is that Barrett that's been withdrawn in the middle of the field?
No, that's Russell has gone there. Pádraig Russell,
centre forward Pádraig Russell with the green helmet, as Holycross gather the ball in the middle of the field, trying to work it out as far as Jamie Woods. Jamie Woods now gathers time and room, sends it in. It's dropping inside, in around the house. Oh, let go by the Nenagh keeper, and has to let fly on the ball and sends it out, and it goes wide in this occasion as he goes to gather the ball. Just dropped it, but did the right thing, I suppose, and let fly.
Yeah, I thought he hit it out himself now. Another ground strike, but he got away with it.
Yeah, I thought it was a 65, but not given down there. This one's sent out, and it's caught out the far side. Great catch again by Paddy Murphy. Murphy moves it on again a few yards. Now on top of Tommy Heffernan. Heffernan now trying to work it in, but it's gone out over the sideline over there between the 65 and the 45. It's going to be a Nenagh line ball playing in to the wind in this half, but really they know that they've got the points from this game here. It's 116 to 9 points with 5 left in action. You're tuned to Tip FM. The Super Weekend of Hurling is brought to you by Nenagh, Thurles and Templemore Credit Union, supporting your community, and it's also been streamed live via the Tip GAA websites as this ball is moved into the middle of the field now, gathered by Heffernan. Heffernan moves it on to the unmarked Morris, and Jake Morris makes absolutely no mistake and sends it over the bar. Another point by the sharpshooter.
Yeah, Jake seems to be really on song tonight, and you know, you've seen some of the inter-county panellists maybe not as sharp, but he's definitely on song.
Out the field now, it is Nenagh who win the ball again here, and Philip Hickey is fouled this time, and it's going to be another free in for Nenagh as Morris trots over to take this one again. Nenagh, they'll be delighted with this. They have their win. James Mackey is probably the big blot for them. The
blot in the copybook. Yeah, they'll be delighted with their win, and they'll move on now to the next game. I suppose themselves, Clonalty will be a big clash. Both will have a win under their belt, and then you have Ennicarty in the mix as well. So it's still all to play for. There's nothing guaranteed, but they'll be happy with this.
Holycross haven't really gone for goals in this game, Dennis, really.
No, they haven't got a chance really, but I'm surprised they haven't gone long on. Well, since they brought in Aidan Stakelum, he's a big man that can win high ball, but he hasn't got any ball in top of him, so that should be something maybe they work on for the next day.
And it is Jake Morris who will take this one here with 5 to go here in Thurles. 117 to 9 before he strikes this. He sends it in all the way in, and it is target practice for him. Another point on board for Nenagh, so they move that bit further clear in this game. 118 to 9 points now. Sharp puck out again from Holycross, and they're in difficulty out there with Nenagh winning that ball back, and it's Morris again who gathers it. Just took a hurley to the head, and it is going to be another name going into the book this time. It looks this time as though it is the sub Owen Morris whose name is going in the book.
Yeah, Jake Morris is everywhere now at the moment. He's getting onto loads of breaks there. Nenagh look like they're bringing in 2 subs there now as well.
So preparing here to come in for Nenagh is Adam Carey and Sean Gainey coming on the field here as Morris gets ready to strike another free here, another straightforward one for them. The intensity has left this game here. It is Nenagh who are in complete control here, putting in a great performance and laying down the marker for this year's championship here as the Holycross management just try and get their players going again, but it's late in the day here for them to do so as Morris prepares to strike this one, and the changes are made for Nenagh at the moment, and they're just waiting for the players to go off the field, and now they're both off, and it is going to be Jake Morris who will take this one here as he sizes it up just inside the 65 Tommy Heffernan off for Nenagh there, just leaves the field of play. This one sent in all the way in and all the way over the bar. 119 to 9 points now with 58 on the clock. So Philip Hickey off as well for Nenagh here. But this ball sent long, quick puck out down the field. It's one out there now by Mikey Heffernan. Heffernan now shakes off 2 markers, plays it back out, and Nenagh once more sent long, this time by Dara Quinn. Over here breaking again for Morris. Morris sprints onto it again, flicks it away from the marker, and it's straight away it's the sub Adam Carey who gets a chance here, but just leaves it there as Holycross come out with it and break free now through Jamie Woods. Jamie Woods sends it over the far side of the field, ball hopping over there, but there's 3 Nenagh players waiting for it as they try to work it out of defence. Sent long though, and it comes out over the sideline. Holycross take it fast here. This time it's Jamie Woods. Woods plays a quick 1-2 with Stevie Flanagan. Flanagan moves it up again here now over to Ramy Nally. Nally now moves it on. Holycross need a goal here if they're to put a good perspective on this game here, as it's sent in now as far as Luke O'Mara. O'Mara coming all the way through, and just a last minute flick from the Nenagh full back line just clears the lines, and the ref is calling play back to give him a free in.
Yeah, that little bit of interplay there between Stevie Flanagan and Jamie Woods and them, that worked well, and they were even in with a goal chance. So that might be something maybe to go look at for the next even, with maybe deploy a sweeper, because they are after stepping up from the Seamus O'Ree, and it worked for Brackens last night, so that could be something to talk about as well for maybe the next day.
Yeah, so they're going to need to kind of come up with new plans, aren't they?
Well, they definitely will, because you can't ship the scores. They'll be like 119 a wet night this evening, and it could be a lot worse from if it wasn't for Denny Ferncombe.
So it is going to be Dara Woods that will take this one here. He's looking like he's going to go for the goal here, sends it in and just takes his point over the bar for Holycross, and that moves them on now to 10 points. So it's 119 for Nenagh, 10 points for Holycross Ballycahill here as we get ready to go again here. Time just up in this one as we approach the 30-minute mark here, and the puck out is sent long straight into the middle of the field. One out there by Nenagh as they break and gather possession and send straight in now in on top of the full forward line. That ball in from Paddy Murphy is played inside in on top of Adam Carey and worked back out the field now, and another shot coming in here, and this one trails out to the right of the post and has gone wide this time.
Yeah, that was well worked from Adam Carey, the sub that's in. He played a nice ball out, but it went wide.
Another puck out goes astray for Holycross as Nenagh win it back out there through Morris now, and it's played back in the middle of the field, and the ball just takes a deflection and goes out over the sideline at the far side of the field, and it is going to be a throw in. It looks like here the referee is calling for the ball here as he lets this one low along the ground in there. They're all tussling hard for it, and coming away with it is Jamie Woods. Woods played it back out now as far as Barrett goes with this one cross field in. Now in on top of Aidan Stakelum, and Aidan Stakelum is in there, but the ref is calling it back. It's going to be another free for Holycross, this time Dara Woods to strike it as he sizes it up here just on the 45, and Woods puts it over the bar. A consolation point this time, 11 now for Holycross, and it is 119 for Nenagh, and pretty comprehensive from Nenagh.
Pretty comprehensive, yeah. Holycross they're dependent on Dara there. He's got the majority of their scores. I think his brother got 2 as well, and after that maybe Brian O'Mara is the only other scorer.
This one sent out long here, breaks in the middle of the field. It is Conor Hennessy who gathers now, but it's won back by Holycross as Barrett sends it in around the house now. Ball breaking in there, and Aidan Stakelum tried to connect with the dropping ball but couldn't do so, and it's going to be another puck out for Nenagh. And again, if they had tried maybe that a bit earlier.
Yeah, and maybe shortened the ball a little bit, they're giving Aidan no chance inside.
Low trajectory on this puck out this time from Tweed as he sends it out the field. It's one out there by the midfielder Hennessy. Off he goes on his bike here inside the 45, sends this one in, but it tails out to the left and just goes wide. Quick puck out again by Holycross within seconds here, and it's Brian O'Mara who gathers now, moves it in the middle in as far as Cathal Barrett sends this one down to no one in particular, and Conor Ryan gathers it and works it up here now as far as Jake Morris shakes off his marker, just balances it on the hurley and sends this one in across the goals and out to the right, and it has gone wide. It's 119 to 11 points, and the referee blows the final whistle here in Thurles. It is a comprehensive win here for Eire Nenagh, and Nenagh Eire really the best in this game by far.
Yeah, look, they showed their class there. You know, the game was probably more or less over 5 or 10 minutes into the second half. You know, they're going to be a tough team if they can build on this now, because other years they've been hurling well early doors, and when it comes to the final stages, then maybe they just fall off the horse a little bit. So that's the challenge for them now. But I know John Brennan and Noel Maloney will be drilling that into them, and it's only day one, so you know, a few more hurdles to pass yet.
Couple of good games coming up in that group, really, and you know, Clonoulty will be thereabouts as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Clonoulty are well seasoned now with their win in 18. They have great old experience, and you know, they'll be a big challenge for them. You'll be looking at the moment with Nenagh, Clonoulty coming through from that group, going on today's results. But you never know. There'll probably be a kick in Holycross and then a Carty as well. You know.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this evening's coverage on Tip FM. It was brought to you by Nenagh, Thurles and Templemore Credit Unions, and this game was of course streamed live by Tipperary GAA. Final score here in Thurles, 119 to 11 points. It's Nenagh who gather the win over Holycross. From us here in Thurles, slán for now.